Well, howdy, folks. It's your neighbor down the street here in Pittsburgh, where it's starting to get a little bit chilly. We're waiting for that polar vortex to come, even though we kind of bypass it more than the Midwest, but still, I'm starting to kind of cuddle up a little bit. But the big news is what I have on my face. And what I have on my face are the adjustable focus glasses from Adlens, the CustomFocuss, Air to SuperFocus. And I have to say, I've had them just 1 week today, and I like them, even though there are, again, some hassles. I have my old SuperFocus right here, and if you recall, SuperFocus just had a single switch that changed both lenses. And for the life of me, Adlens, I don't know why you chose to go with a separate focusing mechanism for each lens, but you did. But even while the SuperFocus were a hassle, but that hassle is far outweighed by the beautiful vision you got, I gotta say, after a week with these, I feel the same way. Uh, Keep in mind, with these, you're going to have to switch both lenses, but that field of vision, you can see distance and intermediate and near and almost edge to edge with these, and that far outweighs any hassle, depending on your lifestyle and what you're doing, of having to switch. And I'll show you these. Hopefully you can, well, I can't even see to show you, but they have little dials on the inside there. There's one, and there's the other. The way they do this is, though they are able to be adjusted throughout the turn of that wheel, there are 3 tactile and audible little click points. So the top is the distance, and the middle is the intermediate, and the reading is the bottom. And you can go anywhere in between those. And those clicks are the key to the usability of these, I think. Though, to be honest, you're going to have to use both hands. You're going to have to use 2 fingers. It's not, if anyone recalls or you want to look back at my SuperFocus, that switch on top was very stiff when I first got them, requiring you to hold the frames, and eventually loosened up. So you could go boop, 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 just with a quick, easy fingernail. So this decision by them could be a deal breaker for a lot of people, though it's not a deal breaker for me. Yeah, a hassle, but it's just so nice, again, to see. These glasses were supposed to be out in the first half of this year, and I I needed a new prescription, but I put that off till now, waiting for these because I didn't want to spend the money on a pair of progressives. And I guess I'm glad I did. It's a good thing they are in test markets because I think they have some manufacturing issues. My first pair was delayed, and they did send me the wrong frame, and my right dial doesn't have those clicks, and you really need those. For the past year, I've been using Adlens John Lennons and adjustables and sundials that also have the separate focusing for each lens, without any kind of clicks or way to kind of read where you are. And that can be a real pain. You get into this, I call it one-eye shut syndrome. You got to go wah and wah to kind of get them actually in sync. But after 1 week, again, I have to say, these, they're just great, depending on what you're doing. I'm still a non-traditional student, so the looking up, looking down, looking up, looking down, pain. Definite pain. Though you can do like one and do that mononuclear kind of vision thing. They beat progressives. Adjustable focus beat progressives, depending on what you're doing. that's really all I have to say at this point. These are not completely and totally edge to edge as were the SuperFocus. There's a little bit of distortion right along the edges of the frames and particularly in the corners. As you see, they are rectangular, which is a huge advance in and of itself because these types of glasses, previously had to be perfectly round in order to work. And these work, and they're large enough. Driving is great. Driving at night is great. I can finally, even though I'm able to read without my glasses, my left eye doesn't really focus well. And so this is just great to see my desk, to be able to read, like on the toilet, without having to take them off. Despite having the wrong frame, these are a glossy finish, and I actually ordered the matte finish. I have gotten an astounding amount of compliments on these frames, and I gotta tell you, as a fashion deficient, middle-aged creepster, oldster type, I probably wouldn't have bought a frame like this on my own. They look much better in real life than on the pictures, and I think the matte finish looked much better. But I'm in school with much younger people, tons of compliments, and at work, people who've kind of known my eyeglass saga for a while got repeated compliments. So people really think they are looking good, I have to say. But I think generally, other than that decision, if that works for you, these are what you want. They're still just so much better than progressives. I can't even begin to tell you. And, I wrote to one of their reps, one of the things is, like, when you're reading the internet, you're online just like this, and you go to drink a little bit of coffee, and you're looking over your cup. Progressives, you can't do that. That goes out of focus, and these stay in focus. So there you go. That's a very first initial thing. There are some bugs. You may or may not be in a test market for them. You'll have to look at the website. They did not send out an email blast about these. And even if you're not in a test market, if you get your script with your pupillary distance, you can send that to them directly in the UK. It'll take about 2 weeks at least to get them, and check them out. My understanding is there's a 1-year warranty on these. That's way longer than what SuperFocus gave. Also different, of course, remember that SuperFocus had the 4 lenses, right? This bottom one on these ones was the flexible lens, and they're broken, they don't work, so I don't mind pressing on them there. And then the prescription lens. The flexible lenses are encased in a hard shell, which is really good. And makes it easier to clean. But keep in mind, I don't think these can be submerged. I got through, these were supposed to be initially predicted to be out in the first half of this year, and I really delayed it, trying to avoid going back to progressives. And I used their John Lennons and their adjustables and their sundials, which were okay, but you cannot run water over these. With my SuperFocus, I could put them under the faucet, then use a microfiber cleaning cloth. I don't think you can do that with these. You certainly could not with the John Lennons. I have some videos about that, where I thought they were leaking, but they probably weren't. They were reacting to my running water over them. But I'd have to say, if you're in progressives, if you've tried the SuperFocus, you at least want to try these. Now, where these are not going to work, again, and it's the same with the SuperFocus, I'm this perpetual student. So if you're looking up, looking down, looking up, looking down, pain. Definite pain, especially now with 2. You can do the one thing with like a monocular type of deal, but I don't really like that. I did that with some of the John Lennons. I got a pair that I set at different things, but I don't know. Pretty nice. Really good vision, and that's all I can say right now. Very short review on these, I hope. All right, that's it. See ya.